What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman here for Stokastic.com, back with the process no days off edition. It is Monday, the 4th of July. So I hope everybody had a good weekend. I hope you're still enjoying your holiday if you can. No rest for me. I'm here doing the same thing that we do every single day, Monday through Friday at the very least. And that's breaking things down on the process. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comments if you want to see anything specific in these videos. I'm happy to hear about it. So dive into the comments and let me know, or just tweet at me. DMs are not open, so don't worry, that's not happening. I'm not a crazy person like Adam who just lets people send him random DMs. It's crazy. You people are crazy. Never given you guys that ability, but if I follow you, you're in good shape. Anyway, we got a lot to talk about. The baseball slate today stinks, so that's not really exciting. I've got my MMA lineups pulled up from this weekend and my golf lineups pulled up for this weekend. There's not a lot to evaluate here, folks. I'm going to be honest with you. Let me get my AirPods case out of my pocket. We had a bad weekend in MMA, and we had a bad weekend in PGA. We'll get PGA out of the gate first. Before we do, we got to talk about PrizePicks. They are the presenting sponsor of this show. Happy to have them. If you use the promo code Awesemo when you sign up, AWESEMO, 100% instant match deposit bonus up to $100. So if you put in $100, they will match with another $100. You really can't beat that kind of deal. We've got the free PrizePicks player prop tool at Awesemo.com, also known as Stokastic.com, which is still very difficult for me to immediately say. 4 straight years of saying the same thing. It gets kind of tough. Stokastic.com. Go there, use the free PrizePicks player prop tool, and be slightly better off than everybody else. Again, it's free. We're going to put you in, I think, better off than most people. You don't got to beat sharks and optimizers or anything like that. You just got to find player props, basically, that you like the most. Doesn't have to just be props, but you got to find player props that you like the most. Up to 5 gets you 10x your entry fee. Let's start with PGA because I think it's the easiest way to do it. I had 150 lineups in the mini-max. I lost all but $10 of my entry fee. I know I got 10 lineups into the just to simply cash. I know you guys are probably thinking, but very, very close to a top 1%er. I had a top 2% lineup. You guys are probably thinking, Josh, why do you suck so bad? Well, everyone, that's pretty easy to figure out. My most exposed golfer right here, Jason Day, zero fantasy points. He was ruled out, or, withdrew from this contest at lock, essentially. So 29% of my lineups had Jason Day. Gone. Dead. Cannot win anything of relevance. Taylor Pendrith. Look at this. It's on the screen right now. I'll read it off for you. Taylor Pendrith, by the way, my second most exposed golfer. Taylor Pendrith was set to return to action this week after a long layoff due to a broken rib, but withdrew from the John Deere Classic with an illness. KJ Choi will take his place. My top 2 golfers, who are in 29% and 27% of my lineups, more than 2x the field, sometimes more than 3x the field. Both guys gone. Didn't play. So the fact that I got 10 lineups into profitability is amazing to me. Nothing much I can do here. Charles Howell played really well. He was my 3rd most exposed golfer. Doug Gim was 4th, did not make the cut. Denny McCarthy was good. Can't complain there. Smalley, Streelman, Pan, Moore, Lahiri, Long. This next chunk of all these guys, all guys that I'm over the field on, including Taylor Moore, who put up 90 at 1% ownership. I had him in 19% of lineups. Great. All of that would have been great. Jason Day and Taylor Pendrith simply not playing made it so that nothing mattered for me. If we just take a look at the lineups, there's no way to evaluate anything that actually happened here. If we just take a look at these lineups, and I want to remove, can I do this? Can I remove guys? I want to see how many lineups I actually had left. Maybe I can't do that. Can you? Now you can only actually click them. 44 lineups with Jason Day, 40 lineups with Taylor Pendrith. It's 84 total. How many did I have of them together? Wow, less than you would have expected. There can't just be one. That's not possible. I think it's 4. Oh, I clicked on Pendrith. Now I'm looking for Day. Okay, it's 8. So 8 lineups had them both. So we're talking about what? 84 minus 8 is 76. 76 of my 150 lineups were dead to 6 of 6 at Thursday, 8 o'clock in the morning, or whatever the hell Pendrith actually got out of there. There's not much you can do there, guys. Kudos to Lucky Greppy, played 150, took it down, but we were dead in the water there from the beginning. There's nothing else that we could even... There's nothing else worth looking at. When your top 2 exposed golfers don't get to play, you're not going to have a good golf day. MMA-wise, I'm not mad about the MMA results, but I'm generally okay with what happened. So, first, let's grab everybody here. So we're going to grab me, and I know there's a bunch of other guys in here. We're going to grab Ship My Money. We're going to grab the boss man, Alex Baker. Lindy, no E. Lindy. Any DeColts? No DeColts. Any Shanzon? No Shanzon. Who else can we grab here? Any Rinpack? I'm guessing there's some Rinpack. No Rinpack. Okay. Ehrenberg? He played 2 lineups in this? No, he played all 20. Okay. We'll go with these 4. Actually, let's see if... Compete the Heat? Not in this one. All right. So, played 20 lineups in the Haymaker and then a single entry contest. Not ideal, not the best. Adam lost more money than I did, so I can't be too mad here. But I think what will be interesting is taking a look at the exposures. And this is where it'll matter the most. Let's get the weight class out of there so these columns expose a little, or get bigger a little bit more. Dracus Duplessis was the most owned fighter. Why can't I get this off the screen? Okay, there we go. As you can see, Alex had him in 1 of 20. Greg didn't have him. Adam had him in 1 of 20. I didn't have him. So did not go to Duplessis in this one. We were all pretty light-ish on O'Malley. Only Adam wasn't heavy on Volkanovski, but Adam missed out on Turner, which ended up being an essential piece. We were good for myself, for the boss man, and for Greg, but tons of Izzy. That ended up being fine. My biggest stand was Izzy. I had a lot of Robbie Lawler. That one didn't go as well as I wanted it to, but ultimately the goal is duplicates, and that's what I wanted to take a look at now, because really what the entire goal is going to be is to minimize the amount of duplicates you have while also putting together a lineup that is still of some quality. So I'm going to add Alex back in. Adam had a great day of getting minimal duplicates. I had some that were good and then some that really just had way more than I was ever expecting. But if we sort this by dupes, look at how great Adam did here. One dupe, one dupe, one. It just solo. That's as good as it's going to get. Happy for him there. I've got a bunch that are, in the vicinity of not a lot, but my problem is down here at the bottom. Greg unfortunately even worse here with a 108, but I had this 47, this 33, not ideal, 24 here, 17. I thought I got away from most of it. Unfortunately, that didn't appear to be the case. If I just look at my dupes, I did minimize it quite a bit at the top end, but all these double-digit ones I'm not really happy with. So that's going to be something back to the drawing board. Probably using too much salary here. I'm likely to go down to like 48.8 as a cap, and that should be able to thin me out a little bit. But the goal is to avoid dupes here while still making good lineups. I think that I largely did that, but at the same time, it appears to me that Adam did a much better job of that. If you just look at aggregate dupes, which isn't necessarily like a great way to do this, but it's going to show what we're looking for at the very least. Adam, 71 aggregate dupes. The boss man, 139. 196 for me, 470 for Greg. But Adam, like it's sort of all about ownership as well. And clearly Adam didn't have a lot of it. You know, there's a decent combination. Like it's going to be the inverse basically, or at least it should be. I think that I'm pretty happy with how close I was to Adam for ownership. I probably just needed a salary difference at least a little bit. If we look at Adam's though, just at the lineups that he put in, all of his solo lineups were 49,700 or less. He did get into more of his duplication up in the 50s and the 49.9, so something to pay attention to as we go further. But ultimately, what I wanted to say was PGA stinks, MMA stunk. Now we're on to baseball for today, and I've got the contest evaluation sheet ready to go. And since today is the 4th of July, I don't want to waste a review on the 4th. It might get lost in the shuffle. So we're going to go ahead and take a full look through the MLB results on Wednesday, because we'll be able to do golf tomorrow. But let's go ahead and make... Uh-oh, how did I do that? Well, that's a new little thing that the window just did. Apologies for that. Baseball contests stink today, guys. They're really not good. There's not a lot of them. There's only 9 contests on the main slate on DraftKings today that have greater than a $10,000 prize pool. They don't have any sort of really wild 4th of July contest that everybody can get into. It's your standard issue relay throw. You know, we saw the relay throw a couple days ago, $150, $222,000 prize pool. We're at $250 here, but everything's normal. I wanted to point this out because I hadn't done it before, and I think it's relevant. There's a Freedom Series on DK, 10K prize pool free roll. Just if you want to get into something like that, always throw a lineup into a free roll. I actually banked a free roll probably 2 years ago on DraftKings it was like an autographed jersey, but I took the cash value of it and it was 2 G's did the good. So if you ever have a chance to get in these free rolls, throw a lineup in. There's no reason not to. No downside whatsoever. For me, though, I don't really have a lot of evaluation to do. I thought that they would do more contests that are interesting. Clearly, we know at this point what we should be getting in. As far as I'm concerned, get in the 4-seamer if you can. I want to play 150 lineups today because it's the 4th, and I have to do live before lock, so I might as well. So I am getting in a lesser contest in comparison to the 4-seamer just to play more lineups. But I'm going to play the mini-max and the chin music for $80 today, and that's where we're going to be. So let me just register for that quickly. Get in the contest that we're talking about, and then we're good. There's not much else to really go through from a baseball perspective. We're going to continue our path through not stacking, or at least not intentionally stacking. Make sure that works out well. Where did my window go? There it is. I feel really good with the way that I have that mechanism set up, so we'll see how this slate goes. We'll get the placeholder lineup in now. Boom. So we're going to get in the chin music and the 50-cent mini-max. Neither one of these look all that great, but that's what we have to do for today. If you have any thoughts or questions, feel free to drop them in now. But there's 150 lineups into the mini-max. We're already into the chin music. Bada bing, bada boom. Nope, not deposit. Submit. Wrong green button. We done. We're in. So we got 151 lineups going today. We looked at the ass beating we took in PGA. We looked at the ass beating we took in MMA. At least I didn't lose to Adam. One less lineup in the monies, but he made better lineups than I did. I'm willing to admit it. That's everything, everybody. Another process in the books. Back tomorrow, looking at golf for Thursdays. I think it's the Genesis. We got a major coming up next week, so that'll be fun to get into. But that's it. 14 minutes done and dusted. Another process in the books. Thank you to PrizePicks for being the sponsor. Again, guys, like button if you can. We out of here. Peace.